Hello,
hello.
back.
Hi. I've
Hi.
also never been to a PF Chang's, which is a sit
haven't
down
either,
Chinese chain.
and I've been tempted at some points.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a Fogo de Chao?
I haven't.
Oh God,
but,
they're really. I went there once, and it blew my mind.
yeah,
It was
but I
crazy.
am very much
They have the meats.
flirt. They're calling them better Arby's. I'm very much
Barbies.
flirting with the idea of going to one in mid-April
Okay.
because I believe there's one there.
Yeah, there's a few. There's a few chains you can find.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I love a Brazilian steakhouse, and I haven't been to any in a long time.
It's a unique dining experience if
Yeah.
you do the right thing.
Keep bringing meat.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
they
the
won't
best.
stop.
They won't
They'll
stop.
kill you.
Yeah, I dare you, Fogo de Chao.
And I'll be talking to some people with fascinating medical conditions, as well as one of the contenders in this year's Feline Football Championship and her proud owner. That's all up on tonight's National Nightly News.
National Nightly
After
Beep.
that, I'll be asking my own thumb what it thinks about the global financial situation, as well as what 3 members of the general public think about how a nuclear reactor might work.
Could you be a little more dismissive in your delivery? I think there's a viewer out there somewhere who missed it.
Viewers, we still have some of those, do we? Perhaps they're hoping to run into a fact.
Jeremy, get it together. Don't give both
Okay,
of them
well,
more
if
ammunition.
Fanboy hates when people pronounce Fogo de Chao like that, then fucking tell me how to pronounce it. I don't know. No one's
believe-
ever said it to me. It's on a building, and there's letters there, and that's how Americans would say that.
I believe it's pronounced Fogo de Chaos.
How about Fa-beep? Oh.
Okay, okay.
The cha-beep.
Coming back from the titles, quiet in the studio.
I really best not.
But first tonight, our team of correspondents has been dispatched to every corner of the
Oh,
country
go on
to
then.
see how the people of this great nation of ours are
Just the
coping
one
with this
I am supposed to be
unprecedented
working.
hot weather. First, let's go to Megan Wolf in Shining-on-Sea to see what the scientific community has to say. Megan, how's the weather there?
It's absolutely glorious, Jeremy. Thank you for asking.
Are you fucking kidding me? She's on a beach with a fucking cocktail with what looks suspiciously like actual news.
Would you rather she was here with you? Because that's been going so well recently.
No, I don't want that either. What I want is, well, never mind. Right now, I'd happily settle for a desk fan.
Bozeman will never approve it.
Do you know they have dinner together?
Who?
Bozeman and Megan, and Bozeman's wife, who is lovely, apparently. Who would have thought it? Bozeman managed to persuade some poor, hapless victim to shackle themselves to his ego.
Your mic's still live. And I have met Bozeman's wife, and she is lovely, actually.
What do you mean you've met Bozeman's wife? How come you've met her? I don't even know she exists.
Because in the 8 years I've worked with you, I've never seen you attend a single workplace social event.
I hate them, they're agonising.
Yes. Imagine the horror of spending an evening with your colleagues.
It sucks.
An evening with that fucking rapper.
I'm with Jeremy.
When you used to be fun.
Yes, it was about the last time we did the actual news, wasn't
I'm
it?
having a real
Before
this
York,
drink
everything was
sucks
shit.
moment, and I want to pour it out and get another one. I didn't even mix it. It's like it's just like left in the fridge. White Claw raspberry iced tea. It kind of sucks.
not feeling
do you
it?
want to have
No.
a sip and see if it's not like the worst thing in the world for you?
I'll have a sip.
'Cause I'm about to get something else. Like that's disgusting. There was only one left in the fridge.
I don't.
Why is that so shit? Is it expired or something? Like what the fuck?
I don't know. I think you're not supposed to carbonate tea. I think just don't. I think don't do it.
I feel like I had some of the other iced tea ones. and
No,
they were
you're
fine.
wrong. And if you did, it wasn't carbonated.
Yeah.
I don't like
Shit for you.
Throw-
okay, I'm
throw-
gonna
throw it
grab
in the
a different
goddamn
drink. I'll be
trash.
right back.
Go-
All right, I'm back. I didn't try the.
You were
the other
gonna.
one.
Do,
Well, I was gonna because I thought there was only one left, and then I looked in the fridge and there was some like sideways. I was like, oh, there's like 4 left. So
So try one, and if it's bad, throw them all out.
No, because then I was trying to just get rid of them by drinking that last one, but now that I know I can't do that, I might like just be like, oh, does somebody want these?
Yeah.
I might just be like, hey, well, I'm gone, drink these. And no one will. But whatever.
Are all of those drugs legal in BC?
No.
Good question. Not really, but
No,
there's
there's
like
like
a
a-
weird gray area where you can just open a store that sells every
Well, it's
drug.
a protest.
Yeah.
Because these same stores existed for weed before weed was legal in
Yes,
Vancouver.
and they're like, why
And
can't
there's
we do it with LSD?
There's tiny amounts that are like decriminalized amounts, I think, like within the
Yeah.
actual small city of Vancouver and not greater Vancouver.
Vancouver
if it-
proper, they're calling
Yeah, they
it.
couldn't open it in like Burnaby or
No.
Surrey or Coquitlam.
And also, they don't. One, they don't deserve it. Two, they would abuse it. But real Vancouver is for nice people, and we're responsible about it.
Fogo de Chaux.
Fogo de Chaux.
Fogo de Chaux.
Fogo de Chode.
Oh.
Fago de Chode. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Fago de Chode.
Can you do meth on the streets and nobody would get? There's an entire
there's
block
a
where
number of
everyone's
blocks.
doing heroin and mostly
Shooting up,
fentanyl.
smoking crack.
I was
smoking
there
meth,
last
yeah.
night actually.
Yeah,
because I saw a
we were.
show at the Rickshaw. And you
That's
just
the
kind of
spot.
get out and everyone's doing fentanyl.
That's the spot.
But that's not like a good thing.
It's not, but you can.
Yeah, like who's gonna? Vancouver's weird. Yeah, we'll get into the details another time. it's a longer conversation to have, I guess.
I'm sorry. My lot.
Well, it's not my fault, is it? Why are you even here today? I mean, it's supposed to be your day off.
I am not talking to you.
Be cool, Jenny.
I just love how this is coordinated.
Yeah.
Oh! Go!
Is this okay? Let me cleanest overalls.
There you have it, Jeremy. Proof, if proof be need be, that everything
I've
is just
actually
fine.
been writing about
I'm
the
Megan
moment we'd finally meet Robin. It's in iambic pentameter.
Next, heads over to Robin Short, who's in Scritchford with some of the winners of this week's
Scritchford.
team
Can't
membership
wait to go to
lottery.
Scritchford.
Robin?
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm here in Scritchford with Gary Felsley.
Just immediately.
Has anyone seen Jenny? 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 Can I get a refill, please?
I wonder what these two were up to actually at the end of this. Oops. Fuck. Damn it. Sorry. Cameron.
Heads over to Robin
Shoo,
Short,
shoo.
who's in Scritchford with some of the
Hands for just there you are. I enjoy that. I'd like to.
Megan Wolf there, attempting to do some actual news.
Well, off you go then. Shoo, shoo.
Why are you doing this?
You know, for a smart person, you're really thick.
Whoa.
That's more than they want their planet.
Is it true Sophia Remington pays for your tennis lessons?
If you'll excuse me, I have to go and work on my serve.
Amazing prize. How do you feel?
Filled with fervent euphoria.
Yeah, good, yeah.
And all that we had to do was fill in a quick form or two.
Wow, that
The
sounds
desk
so convenient.
doesn't
But
go
we're all dying to know.
Smoothly all the
What have you
time.
won? That's right,
And I have to
Robin.
press it a few
I've
times
won
for no
dinner
reason.
with Julia
I have to reset it
Salisbury
again.
at one of the
It's stupid.
capital's top
It's not as good as the
restaurants.
desk I have in Atlanta.
It's no Atlanta
But
desk.
it's
I'll say
cheaper.
that.
Peter
but
Clement's
fuck.
house to help him dredge the gutter in.
That's
have to
absolutely
reset it.
terrific. You must both be over the moon.
I've written a poem about it.
So,
Hit her.
can you tell me about the moment when you first heard the news?
Well, I was battling against a...
Fervent euphoria
No,
does
no,
seem
no,
redundant. I agree. Hard to have euphoria without ferventitude.
Makeup? Makeup! No, not that. Look, I know it's not your job, but can I get a refill, please? Look, I know it's not your job, and I don't want to come over entitled like a certain co-host of mine, but my throat is dry, and I have to be sat here until the inevitable clusterfuck of an interview that is this, Gary the Shit Collector, comes to an end.
Please
So if you
spit
wouldn't
down
mind,
my throat.
Please. Well, go on then. Thank you.
Oh, interesting. Ticklebot23, Euphoria is your favorite show? I never would have guessed.
Jeremy.
Well,
Thanks,
what,
Robin.
It's become something of
What a
vendetta.
lucky
I mean,
pair
it really has. I mean, does he change his tie? No. Does he wash his
Dean,
hair? Doesn't do
go.
anything.
Just
But
get
he's
out
not
of here,
also
go.
stuck here in this hellhole of a place, sweating his
No,
arse.
not
President,
you.
whoever
You,
is affecting the
yes,
locals.
you. Get out of my face.
Hello there, Jeremy.
a study in corn.
Poor bastard.
You're right, I
God, have
Capulet.
you finally found someone in a worse situation than you?
I'm picking up that she might be somewhat annoyed with me.
For your information, Jeremy, me and
Jeremy.
my lot aren't the reason there's no real news left. I put plenty of ideas forward, but they always get squashed up the chain.
Fucking Bozeman.
No, not Bozeman, further up.
Oh, tell me more.
I shouldn't have even said that.
Well, Patrick, who's not looking presentable now, eh? Fucking arsehole.
He still looks like shit. They do makeup on him, but
And they do makeup and fix nothing.
it's just his hair. It's just too fucked.
You look great, Jeremy. She did you up real nice.
Have you noticed what's happening to him out there? He's just called the guest a stinking old tramp. Are we really going to let this continue? Oh, Patrick, why?
He's a stallion. Leave him alone.
No, you shouldn't. He's taking his shirt off on national news. Shouldn't we cut away? Actually unconscious. Are we going to come back now?
Jeremy. Right
Thanks,
now,
Barry.
You need to stand back. No, way back. First
Way back.
expulsions are devastating.
Show expulsions.
You've started now. Right, you might take yourself a seat before it gets messy.
Oh wow.
You. I don't care. Be back.
You might
After
take
these
yourself a
messages.
seat before it gets messy.
1 minute back. Well, that was stupid, even for you.
I don't care. It's done. I am done. It's 200 fucking degrees in here, and I can't do this anymore.
You say this every Friday.
I've done something.
What do you mean? Jeremy.
My mic is still live.
It's cool.
Oh, shit. Thanks again. Where Tib? Where did we find Tib? Where is he?
Where Tib?
Where Tib? Thank you.
There's my Tippy.
There's my Tibby.
That's what I'm talking about? Cat football? We should be doing an interview with the
Show
War Minister or a book
cat
from Grentham Downs.
football.
Why don't be more fucking relevant than this?
Please, just breathe. It's just something light to keep people's minds off things.
Exactly, which is wrong. People's minds should be very much on things. Christ, it's so fucking hot.
Please take your seats as quickly as you can.
I can't do this anymore, Jenny. I've had enough. That's it. This is just
10 seconds. Get over yourself, Jeremy. Why don't you stop feeling sorry for yourself for 5, 4, 3.
That's a funny little writing segue there.
Yeah.
Welcome back to... I will kill in here. Do you remember when we used to do the real news? Lock the doors. Lock the doors.
Yes, Jeremy.
Now. Good. Yes. Now. Right then. You in the broadcast centre. I imagine the ratings are going to be through the roof.
Oops.
Stand aside for a bit. For a bit of fucking balance. Like the good old days. Alex, play the fucking tape. Now, I don't want to hurt any of you. But if I see anything I don't like, I will not hesitate to start.
Love a meltdown.
How long?
Jeremy, please.
About 6.5 inches.
How long?
17 seconds.
And the studio doors are all still locked?
Yes.
Yes.
So what now?
I don't know. This wasn't what I planned. I mean, some of it was. I had a speech, look. But this was unexpected.
So what now, Jeremy?
It was supposed to be your day off.
God, please, don't do any more stupid things today.
Let me do a couple. Let me do like one good one.
How long, Jenny?
We're already live.
Productive. Would I? Again, if you care. Shouldn't someone ask Advance how they plan to deal with it? That's why. If you can. Have a peaceful night.
Jeremy!
But
Oh, Jesus.
okay, interesting.
Every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this is.
Okay. Let's see where this goes.
C-word this goes.
No more Jeremy.
Sad. He was a pro.
You wake up still partly in shock from what you saw in the news last night. I mean, saw on the news, like you participated, kind of. Well, you had to edit on the news last night. When you come downstairs, you find your family sat in the living room waiting for you. You take a seat on the sofa between Sam and Susie. Sam swallows. Ooh. Hesitating
Easy.
before starting. Were you so worried about you last night after Jeremy with the gun? Sam chokes down a sob. It was awful on national television. How could he do that? And now, After a horrible pause, Sam finally asks, "Are you okay, honey?" "Yeah, I'll be fine."
Yeah, right.
Renegade. Sam looks to the kids, then back at you. "I'm on a horse." "We saw that you chose to play that tape." They pause before continuing. "And I couldn't help but wonder why." "Didn't feel like I had a choice. I just take orders, okay? I'm a fascist."
Yeah.
"What? It's not good enough. Disrupt all bad people. I can't believe you did that." Charlie's outburst seems to come out of nowhere, and no one in the room is prepared for it. "You even think about how this stuff affects people? You're just a fucking idiot." Sam tries to interject, Charlie, but he's already slammed the door. Charlie always was a bit black.
Charlie always was a bit black.
And white about this sort of thing.
I should have read the whole sentence.
For what it was, Alex, which is all we know is very little to you. I think we just made things worse. Sam sighs and stands up, heading to the kitchen. "Though I'm sure it can't have been easy. I just wish you thought about what you were doing." Typical of Sam. You take a deep breath to gather your thoughts. It's all a lot to take in. You're not sure you've fully processed what happened last night, let alone what Charlie and Sam did to think about it all. You look to your daughter.
That's a hot daughter.
What was the thing we had in a cute daughter?
A cute
or what was
daughter.
Was it something
nice
else?
daughter.
Nice daughter. Yeah, that's what it was. Are you smarter than a 5th grader? "I know this is an incredibly difficult thing and we don't always agree. I do think you made the right choice." Susie smiles at you. "You had to play it. There was just no other option." You put an arm around her and give her an affectionate squeeze on her tits.
Oh.
It's nice you've at least got some company. The TV is playing through some old Western show, but it's not quite as distracting as you'd hoped. You were never going to please everyone.
Data, baby.
A cute mare. I love how long Shay at the end of the stream says he just got it. That was, so funny.
That was great. He was really playing the long con.
I mean, it's not that obvious.
No, it's not.
It's a pretty good
yeah,
one.
the mayor thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have as furry a brain as others in the house do.
If you're not fur-brained, yeah.
We'll get him fur-brained up, though. Don't worry.
Yeah.
This is your fate, Shay.
Yeah. You got off work early today, a rare enough occurrence to put a spring in your step. As you close the front door, you hear excited conversation bubbling from the kitchen. Clearly someone's popped round for a cuppa on Sam's Friday off.
I hate that.
Cuppa Joe.
Do you hate cuppa?
Yes.
I hate cuppa.
Hopefully there's still some biscuits.
Cuppa what, British people? Cum? Are you just guzzling cum in the afternoon?
As you enter, you see Sam, Susie, and Zach are all laughing and discussing something. As soon as she sees you, your daughter, nice daughter, turns and enthusiastically presents her hand, which sports a prominent diamond ring. Knick-knack, propose, we're engaged. Oh, I see. Isn't this a bit quick? Your remark is met by an uncomfortably long silence as Susie and Sam share a knowing glance. Well, it was nice knowing you anyway. I guess we'd better be on our way. Well, it was nice knowing you. I guess we better be on our way. Apparently, we move along quickly, so we obviously can't stay too long. Sam sees them to the front door before coming back to the kitchen and shaking their head at you. Really, Alex? You couldn't even let them have this? To be fair, it's only been 6 months.
John Mayer.
It's been over a year.
Oh my God.
What is that, 1 year and 6 days? Nice daughter.
Alex, Bozeman, your boss. We're expecting deplorables from Disrupt to hack the signal tonight. Perhaps you could leave your personal beliefs.
Hack the signal.
Try not to let them ruin the broadcast, even if you don't care for the government.
I think you've got a new Five Nights at Freddy's on your hand. This time it's terrorists and not
Stay out of the orange?
scary
What does that
dolls.
mean?
You know, like when you're in the orange, like don't do that.
The orange cameras, I guess, maybe? Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not doing the SS Fun Ship, I don't know what you're doing.
Don't check power. Oops.
Zap. Click, 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 click.
It's over to Patrick Bannon for all the day's sports board highlights, including all the tabletop action.
Ode de Babouin.
Oh, the baboon. I
do
assume that's French for baboon water, which is fun. What's that new thing? What's the waveform in the middle? I don't like that at all.
administrations of our neighbours.
The whole middle console's different. You got all kinds of wild shit going on. You know,
Oh,
this
there's
is-
a laugh track?
Oh, that's pretty good. This is
Boo
so
and cheering. Okay, cool. I got
Over-
some new audio
Mine is
shit.
very overstimulating.
I wonder if it has the same delay as the sensor, actually.
Probably. I mean, the broadcast is the same.
Good evening. This is
I'm
the
gonna go
National
make a
Nightly
bathroom
News.
about
I'm
it.
Megan Wolf. It's the 140th day of war.
I'm pressing them, it's not doing anything.
It's not time
Company
yet.
of heroes.
Be patient.
Skirmishes on land and sea again today as our armed forces tested the mettle of the World Council's illegal blockade. Advance's strategy of multiple small-scale incursions into the disputed zone is certainly keeping the enemy on high alert.
I want to use those right now.
Or when the next strike will come.
I want to fuck around
Proud parents
and
throughout
find
the
out
territory find
what they do.
themselves ever more impressed by the bravery and commitment of their incredible children and the job they're doing keeping supply lines open against all possible odds. Don't starve. Advance's food program moved from strength to strength today as rationing depots were opened in the last remaining unfed areas of the territory. The rationing depots have been constructed in record time, and the government's agricultural coordination strategy has seen shelves restocked with increasing regularity. However, with a reported rise in mental and physical health issues since the imposition of the blockade, critics have questioned whether those smaller communities which are only now starting to receive help could have been better and quicker served. 7 days to die. The recent decision to allow those with long-term health conditions to access transition centres has today been declared an overwhelming success. Previously available only to those in their final years, the expansion of the service has been met with relief by the many organisations calling for it to be opened up to the wider community. The transition centres have reported larger than expected numbers, but report that they are coping well and able to provide a complete and meaningful service to all who choose to use it. Populace. More than 11% of the population have thus far failed to register for a team membership card, a worrying statistic given that the cards are a legal requirement from midnight tonight. It's up to the other 89% of us to remind our tardy friends that not taking advantage of all the exclusive services available to cardholders is now, as it should be, absolutely criminal. Start me up. Disrupt spokesman Alan James held an impromptu rally today in the northern city of Manchester. Large crowds gathered to hear the band speaker prove Disrupt are still able to capture the public's imagination. A representative from the Mankleypool Community Cohesion Team described the event as mostly peaceful. But it looks like Disrupt aren't going quietly into the night. And finally, absent friends. Sad news today as the grave of former National Nightly News host Jeremy Donaldson is vandalised by radical Disrupt activists. The much-loved broadcaster suffered a very tragic public breakdown 10 weeks ago in an incident which ultimately cost him his life. Disrupt spokesman Alan James, whose organisation last week named Mr Donaldson as the cause's first martyr, described the graffiti as a fitting tribute to a hero of the resistance. But first this evening, with the war about to enter its 21st punishing week and people hurting up and down the country, I'll be grilling unpredictable Prime Minister Peter Clement in an exclusive interview from his home in Lancashire. That's coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
In part two, I'm a little overexcited to announce I'll be interviewing the one and only Lil C. And later we've got a new feature that's sure to keep you coming back for more. But first tonight, let's check in with Prime Minister Peter Clement, who's speaking to us from his home in Lancashire. Good evening, Prime Minister. Have we caught you exercising?
Yes, that's
You doing good?
I'm doing great.
A+ great or like
Oh, I don't know.
barely pass great?
As my old mum used to say, just because she won't take it up the shit, it doesn't mean you shouldn't try for a quick fiddle up the car park.
Language,
Shouldn't
Prime
try for a
Minister.
quick fiddle up the car park.
Language, Prime Minister.
What? Quick fiddle? What's wrong? Oh, shit. It's shitter, isn't it? Yep, that's the one.
And can you tell us
It
what
is
brought
shitter.
about- And can you tell us what brought about?
Ah!
Today, I spoke to the people.
They're hacking. Oh, it's a
Hacking.
the wrong
Don't-
signal. I see what's happening.
Can you
They're doing-
focus on the
I
hack
can.
signal? But does it it doesn't punish you.
It's a choice.
Oh, like being gay. It's the being gay of signals.
You can no longer sleep.
This is more entertaining.
That's true. He's going off.
Uh-oh.
Well, you should.
Uh-oh.
I mean, if you're choosing that one, you should do better at it. That's
What
my
the
advice.
fuck? What do I do?
You're doing a bad waveform. Your waveform is shit. Your waveform is shit. It's shit to me. See? Fucking
Forgot
thing
to turn the
sucks.
webcam off anyway.
"20-week war." What's that? About 140 days?
It was auto censoring anyway. What? What are you talking about?
I think you also weren't censoring enough in addition to the waveform thing. Because Peter was going off.
Asked me to ask you to keep it light. What does that mean?
You're killing your father.
You turn politicians into humans. Just don't get drawn into talking about the war. Politics in general, really. They do know this is the news, don't they? You didn't hear this from me, but
My show is the news. This is bullshit.
apparently...
It's fake news.
This is the fake news.
You just give me a speech or something tonight. They'll get it on the late news. Oh, great. So they get the brains and we get the performing monkey. Sometimes you sound just like him, you know. How are you?
Game said I wasn't censoring words. Well, fuck. I mean,
Dr. Adrian Atkinson Blimey will be getting his teeth into Fiona from Hamble Bamblebury, who's
10
invented
seconds,
the
everybody.
twist on the humble biscuit. Takes us after the weather and public information
Going in
film
5,
into our close down.
4,
But first
3.
tonight, it's time to join Megan and the team for the National Nightly
Good
News.
evening. This is the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolf. It's the 140th day of war. Our main headline.
Oh, it's the last day. You're going to stop the
Company of
war.
Heroes. Skirmishes on land and sea again today as our armed forces tested the mettle of the World Council's illegal blockade. Advance's strategy of multiple small-scale incursions into the disputed zone is certainly keeping the enemy on high alert, unable to work out where or when the next strike will come. Sadly, however, more casualties were reported today, and as the weeks and months of this war make ever more demands on our armed services, those numbers will tragically only continue to rise. Don't starve. Advance's food program moved from strength to strength today as rationing depots were opened in the last remaining unfed areas of the territory. The rationing depots have been constructed in record
Depots.
time. The government's agricultural
Depots.
coordination strategy has seen shelves restocked with increasing regularity. And judging by the looks on this happy family's faces, it can't come a moment too soon. They'll be getting a good meal tonight on the government, just like the rest of us. 7 days to die. The recent decision to allow those with
7 days to die.
long-term
Don't
health
watch
conditions
The
to
Ring.
access transition centres has today been declared an overwhelming success.
No one ever takes me to a
Previously
transition
available only to those
center.
in their final years, the expansion of the service has been met with relief by the many organisations calling for it to be opened up to the wider community. The transition centres have reported larger than expected numbers, but report that they are coping well and able to provide a complete and meaningful service to all who choose to use it. Populace. More than 11% of the population have thus far failed to register for a team membership card, a worrying statistic given that the cards are a legal requirement from midnight tonight. It's up to the other 89% of us to remind our tardy friends that not taking advantage of all the exclusive services available to cardholders is now, as it should be, absolutely criminal. Start me up. Disrupt spokesman Alan James held an impromptu rally today in the northern city of Mankipool. Large crowds gathered to hear the band speaker prove Disrupt are still able to capture the public's imagination.
I just noticed the subtitles as they move to the...
Yeah.
Look at that. That's kind of cool.
I think I've also just noticed that when they introduce a new topic with a title, I think it's always an album title.
Oh, really?
I thought the life during wartime before might
that's
have just
funny.
been a coincidence, but now they've done Start Me Up and other stuff. I'm like, oh, I think it's all that.
Radical disrupt activists. The much-loved broadcaster suffered a very tragic public breakdown 10 weeks ago in an incident which ultimately cost him his
You're allowed to say tardy friends, Douglas Uppity. It means they're late
question authority.
for having a high IQ.
Celebrated with a Team Service Award by Advance for his outstanding dedication to journalistic truth. But first this evening, with the war about to enter its 21st punishing week and people hurting up and down the country, I'll be grilling unpredictable Prime Minister Peter Clement in an exclusive interview from his home in Lancashire. That's coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Triple N. A Company of Heroes and 7 Days to Die are video game titles, so it's just all manner of titles.
Propaganda.
Ermagerd. Propaganda.
In part 2, I'm a little overexcited to announce I'll be interviewing
Bop.
the one and only Lil C. And later we've got a new feature that's sure to keep you coming back. But first tonight, let's check in with Prime Minister Peter Clement, who's speaking to us from his home in Lancashire. Good evening, Prime Minister. Have we caught you exercising?
Have you started? Yes, that's right, Miss Wolf. Just a few minor adjustments. I mean, nothing drastic. I haven't joined the gym or anything. As my old man used to say, just
Beep.
because you won't take it up the shit, it doesn't mean you
Oh
should
my
try
God.
for a quick fiddle up the car park.
Language, Prime Minister. Language, Prime Minister.
What? Quick fiddle? What?
Beep.
What's wrong? Oh, shit there. It's shitter, isn't it? Yep, that's the one.
And can you tell us what brought about this new you?
Well, you know, Mrs.
Today, I spoke to the people of Manky.
When Jeremy Donaldson.
Staying off.
You know, and it were blistering.
Don't let those.
So what's happening?
Okay.
What's happening? What am I doing wrong?
Censoring.
Oh, it's because I'm not on the right.
'Cause you're on the wrong.
I was on the wrong
camera.
Okay,
You know, after the
I
signal
was on the wrong
dropped
camera.
away,
Audience didn't like that.
They're pissed.
There's too many things to have to
There's
consider.
too much looking at a woman action.
So I made a decision. And since that day, I have stopped smoking cigars.
I have stopped smoking pole.
So how do I
Look at all
There
that
we go.
waveform shit?
Steak dinners. That's what I said. I got this useless running backwards doesn't go anywhere. And apparently I'm going on a walking holiday this Christmas, and that should finish me off for bloody good.
Did you make the decision to holiday within the country this winter because of the blockade, Prime Minister?
Well, Mrs. C has never liked travelling at the best of times.
What's Mrs. C stand for?
These are certainly not the best of times.
Susan?
We can all agree. And there's a lot of red tape involved in leaving the territories at the moment, as I'm sure you're all aware. Oh, there's a bastard long.
Do you have to censor bastards?
Also, it doesn't seem very.
I'm glad you didn't let those anonymous bastards get their message across.
They're less entertaining.
Yeah, Julia Salisbury announced today that
They
she
swear
will
less.
be
I'll give you that.
during this year's winter break. Is that really an example?
And they wear too many hoodies.
Is that really an example of team?
What? Did you know about this, Gail?
No one tells me anything, Peter. You should know that.
What did you know?
Well, leaving that for a moment, it says on this card that a body like yours must take some planning to achieve.
True.
What's your morning routine?
Well, I have a frigid morning routine.
Rigid. It's rigid for fuck's sake.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. A rigid and demanding plan that my doctor and personal trainer.
Who's your personal trainer?
Some prick called Clark. Is that on your card?
Prime Minister, speaking of planning, with the blockade and its
Too much.
urgency and
Too
the
much.
people of this country reeling from its effects, what plans do you have to get us out of this mess? What plans do you have to get us out of this mess?
Well, that's a very blunt question, Miss
Surely
Wolf.
one for which you, the democratically elected Prime Minister, must have an answer.
Don't you get smart with me, Pat. I was a fucking national treasure before you were a twinkle in the milkman's scrotum.
Nice.
You want to talk about plans? Let me tell you about plans. That's all we do. Fucking plans and revised plans and then meetings to discuss the implementation of plans and plans and yet more planning for fucking plans and yet more fucking plans.
Well, that's good. That's good to know, Prime Minister.
Oh, so it straight up tells you the censor spots now.
Oh, it always has.
Has it?
Yeah.
I've never noticed that until this particular level. Huh.
There's a lot to
Yeah.
take in, you know.
Prime Minister,
That's often my
later
problem.
this
Too much to
evening,
take
you'll
in.
hear Julia Salisbury's
I can only
ready
take
for
so
an
much.
address from team headquarters. Can you give us a hint of what she's going to say? Can you give us a hint of what she's going to say?
Yes. Well,
It's like Guitar Hero, but with the word fuck.
So you imagine.
No, what I mean is...
You do know about this broadcast, don't you, Prime Minister?
I'm sure I did. But Julia and I have no secrets from each other. We don't memorize each other's bloody diaries either. As my old man used to say, if you wanted to get a job done quick, don't get bogged down in the pube. What else you got?
You can't say pubes on TV.
What else? A little piece
It's
of
disgusting.
my life you want to rustle through? Get up, refill my life.
Sounds like you're doing Morse code. Are you doing Morse code for fuck? What if you censored the word fuck with Morse code for fuck?
Gail tells me that I work out to little C, but I have absolutely no fucking idea what that is. Do you think the C stands for?
It stands for collaborative, Prime Minister. Collaborative, Prime Minister. How's rationing affecting you?
It's hard, but we get by. You just have to learn to get by on the basics. Take comfort in each other. I've got Mrs. C, and many a fine single malt. I want for nothing. I want for nothing.
Except for a decent night's sleep.
Prime Minister, thank you for joining us. When we come back, it's time for the Culture Spot with Lil C and a
What's the C stand for?
of her new song.
Right now to that front.
After this. We'll be back after this.
1 minute back, everybody.
Throw to advert.
I did.
Nice.
I just want to these X, Y, and B, A things here. Like I need to hear those at some point.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if they're actually happening, but I just don't hear them right now.
So it's what? It's clapping, booing, laughter,
I mean, yeah, that's what
shock.
It seems like.
Yeah.
Just they haven't taught me how to use them yet, I guess.
It's a secret.
What? I'm civilized. I read books.
This is a good ad. E. Yes. I'm gonna boo.
How about tell me now? You gotta boo.
I got a checkpoint. Turn it off.
Shut up.
I've never heard of her before. She any good?
Nar.
Pleasure course.
She's dog shit.
Hang on, Colin, you've got kids. What?
All right. We got past that checkpoint. I'm just going to make a break in the recording. 1 second.